Why Taylor Swift wasn't seen at Travis Kelce away game against the Buffalo Bills. Taylor Swift showed up to 3 straight Kansas City Chiefs home games like the world's most famous wag, and then suddenly disappeared when her man hit the road to Buffalo. Coincidence? Absolutely not. While the internet was busy scanning every corner of Highmark Stadium looking for her signature red lipstick and vintage Chiefs jacket, Taylor was doing literally anything else. And before you start crafting conspiracy theories about relationship trouble, hold up, because the real reason she skipped this game is way more practical and honestly pretty smart. If you're here for the Travis and Taylor tea with a side of NFL drama, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Celebrity Treadmill is your go-to for everything happening in the world of fame, fortune, and football boyfriends. So let's set the scene. This past Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs rolled into Orchard Park, New York to take on the Buffalo Bills at Highmark Stadium. And spoiler alert, they lost 21-28, which honestly makes Taylor's absence even more understandable because nobody wants to watch their boyfriend lose, especially not in front of 70,000 screaming Bills fans who are probably the most intense fan base in the NFL. But here's the thing, Taylor wasn't there and people noticed. Like, really noticed. Because when you're Taylor Swift dating Travis Kelce, your presence or absence at games becomes national news. Now, before the rumor mill goes into overdrive, let's talk facts. Taylor had been spotted at 3 consecutive home games at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, looking absolutely adorable in her Chiefs gear, doing that signature surprised face every time Travis makes a play, and basically living her best football girlfriend life. So when she didn't show up to this away game, naturally, everyone lost their minds. But here's what the panic squad forgot. Taylor has a very specific pattern when it comes to attending NFL games, and it has nothing to do with her feelings for Travis. Let me paint you a picture of where Taylor actually was while Travis was catching passes in Buffalo. She was photographed getting dinner in New York City on Thursday night. New York City, which for those geographically challenged folks out there, is a solid 6-hour drive from Orchard Park. Could she have made the trip? Sure. But did she need to? Absolutely not. And here's where it gets interesting, because Taylor's game attendance strategy isn't random, it's calculated, methodical, and rooted in something way more serious than just wanting to avoid traffic. For the past 2 seasons, Taylor Swift has pretty much exclusively attended home games at Arrowhead Stadium. And no, it's not because she doesn't love Travis enough to travel, it's because of security. Like, actual legitimate security concerns that come with being one of the most famous people on planet Earth. A source spilled to Page 6 back in October 2024 that Taylor isn't going anywhere unless she knows the venue intimately and it's been thoroughly scouted and secured in advance. And honestly, that's not being dramatic, that's being smart. Think about what it means to be Taylor Swift at an NFL game. You're not just another fan in the crowd. You become the story. Cameras are on you constantly, social media explodes with your every reaction, and you're surrounded by tens of thousands of people in an environment that's deliberately designed to be chaotic and loud. Now multiply that stress by being at an away game where you don't have your usual security protocols in place, where the venue layout is unfamiliar, and where you're potentially walking into hostile territory filled with fans who aren't exactly rooting for your boyfriend's team. Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City has become Taylor's comfort zone. She knows the layout, her security team knows the layout, they've got systems in place for her to arrive, watch the game, and leave without turning the whole thing into a circus. Away games? That's a completely different ball game, pun absolutely intended. Every venue has different entrances, different crowd control measures, different levels of cooperation from local security. For someone at Taylor's level of fame, that's not just inconvenient, it's potentially dangerous. And let's be real about something else, Taylor Swift is currently in the middle of being Taylor Swift, which is basically a full-time job that never stops. She's got business to run, music to make, appearances to schedule, and a life that exists beyond being Travis Kelce's girlfriend. As much as the internet wants to make every single thing about their relationship, sometimes Taylor has other stuff going on. Revolutionary concept, I know. But here's what makes this whole situation kind of beautiful in a weird way. The fact that Taylor has boundaries, that she's strategic about when and where she shows up, that she prioritizes her safety over public appearances, that's actually relationship goals. She's not bending over backwards to prove her commitment by showing up to every single game regardless of the circumstances. She's being a supportive partner while also being smart about her own security and schedule. That's healthy. That's mature. That's what actual adult relationships look like. The Chiefs losing to the Bills 21-28 probably stings, but you know what would sting more? Travis having to worry about Taylor's safety at an away game instead of focusing on football. The arrangement they've got, where she shows up to home games and skips most away games, seems to work perfectly for both of them. Travis gets his superstar girlfriend's support when it's logistically feasible, and Taylor gets to maintain some semblance of normalcy and safety in a life that's anything but normal. Also, can we appreciate that Taylor was living her best life in New York City on Thursday night? Like, the woman was having dinner, probably at some incredible restaurant, doing her thing in a city she loves, while the internet was already planning her outfit for a game she clearly never intended to attend. The disconnect between what fans expect and what celebrities actually do with their lives is genuinely hilarious. So for everyone freaking out about Taylor's absence, maybe take a breath. She's not making a statement, she's not sending signals, she's not being a bad girlfriend. She's literally just following the same pattern she's followed for 2 seasons now, prioritizing home games where security is locked down and skipping away games where it's more complicated. It's not that deep, and it's definitely not worth reading into. Thanks for watching Celebrity Treadmill. If this cleared up the Travis and Taylor mystery for you, drop a like and let me know in the comments which away game you think Taylor might actually show up to. Catch you next time.